Hi guys, how are you? Hope you are doing good. Welcome back to the channel Agriculture Makes Strong. Today let us discuss about wheat production and some of the important characteristics of the wheat, history, classification, what is the consumption of the wheat and what are the percentage of the starch, protein, cellulose in the minerals, and let us discuss about taxonomy and classification of the wheat. In this video we will be discussing all these points. Let's go into the video. Now let us talk about the history of the wheat. First, we will go into the wheat description, how the wheat has been discovered and what are the varieties which are involved in the wheat. And we will see in history that gene which is responsible for the dwarfness in the wheat is Norrington 8, and it has the Japanese variety and it is isolated by Dr. Norman E. Borlaug, and the winter varieties like Norrington, which is developed by Norrington. History of the wheat. Let us discuss about the history. First point to be noted is the gene which is responsible for the wheat is Norrington, and it is a Japanese method which is isolated by Dr. Norman E. Borlaug in 1960 in the Mexico at Cimet. And there is a dwarf winter wheat variety which is developed to Norrington and which is developed by Ozel, USA. And let us see what are the supplements given by the Norman E. Borlaug in 1962. He given 100 kg seed each, Lerma Rosa 64A, Sonara 63, Mayo 64, S227. And Lerma Roja and Sonarica 64 were introduced in India for commercial cultivation in 1963. This is the point to be noted. And for this varieties, there is a characteristics which is like dwarf stature, lodging resistance. They have the early maturity and they show the photo insensitive in nature. And coming to the introduction of semi-dwarf wheat, it increases the wheat productivity and it will be described by the Green Revolution and in 1967-68. In India, for this Green Revolution, the Swaminathan responsible and he is responsible for the Green Revolution and he is awarded for the World Food Prize in 1987. Coming to the productivity of the wheat, it is having the highest productivity in Punjab. And let us see the consumption of the wheat. The consumption of the wheat and constitutes of the wheat will be like starch, which is having 60 to 68%, protein, which is having 8 to 15%, fat content 1.5 to 2%, cellulose content 2.2 to 2.5%, minerals 1.5 to 2%. And in the wheat, there is special quality and the special protein which is called as gluten, and it is only present in the wheat and it is very essential and it is made for the bakery purpose and bread making purpose. We will see about area and distribution. Around the global area, we have the wheat to the production of 218.28 million hectares. It is having the highest, and annual global production will be like 761.9 million tons, and the second production of the maize will be 1077.9 million tons, and it is occupying the second position. Wheat growing regions and wheat growing zones. There are wheat grown zones which are 6 zones. We will be seeing the 6 zones. What are the 6 zones? First zone is Northern Hill Zone. Second is Northern Western Plain Zone, Northeastern Plain Zone, and Central Zone, Peninsular Zone, Southern Hill Zone. See about the classification, and here in the classification of the wheat is having the gene A from Triticum monococcum and gene D from Triticum tauchi, gene B from Triticum speltoides. And the common bread wheat which is called as Triticum aestivum is the first one, and the second one is Triticum durum, third one is Triticum dicoccum, and fourth one is Indian dwarf wheat which is called as Triticum sphaerococcum. We will be discussing about these 4 varieties. First one is Triticum aestivum. It is having allolohexaploid and 2n equals to 42 and introduced in India from the Mexico by Borlaug. And in this variety we will be having 4 types. First one is Indian amber wheat, second one is Indian sona wheat, and third one is Indian pissy wheat, and fourth is Indian hard wheat. And the second variety is like Triticum durum, which is having tetraploid, 2n equals to 28 and 12% area, which is covered under central and south India. Coming to the grain characteristics, let us see about grain characteristics. First one is bold in condition. It is having shiny texture, translucent and hard texture. It consists of 12% of protein, and for the purpose of pasta, noodles, vermicelli, it is used Triticum durum. And the varieties of Triticum durum will be like HD4172, HI8498, HI8381, PDW233, WH896. These are the varieties of Triticum durum. Let us see about origin and taxonomy. Origin is Southwest Asia, and in taxonomy we will be having root system, shoot system, stems, inflorescence and the grains. Root system will be fibrous root system, primary roots and secondary roots. Primary roots which arise from embryo and which nourishes the seedlings, and it is used for nourishment of seedlings. And coming to the secondary root system, emerges from the point above the primary root and after the death of primary roots. And the coming to the shoot system above the ground parts, and it contains the stem, leaves, and in this stem there is a halo internodes. Halo internodes will be like basal internodes and upper internodes. The basal internodes will be shortest and upper internodes will be longest. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon